Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojuola for Mindset Transformation Africa, and once again, Happy New Month. I want us to talk about creativity, right? I just want to give you some piece of advice, just give you a piece of my mind concerning creativity. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Your creativity becomes sharper under discipline that channels imagination productively. Your creativity becomes sharper under discipline that channels imagination productively. I want you to think about the word creativity. What images come to mind? Perhaps a chaotic artist's studio, or a spontaneous burst of inspiration, or a free spirit unburdened by rules or routines. See, we often have a colorful, let me call it, romantic thought about creativity. We often romanticize creativity as a wild, untamed force that strikes like lightning, completely independent of structure, completely independent of effort. But I want you to think about also the word discipline. It often conjures images of rigid schedules, strict rules, and a lack of freedom. It feels heavy, it feels restrictive, it feels entirely antithetical to the free-flowing nature of imagination. And because of these contrasting images, many of us believe that creativity and discipline are enemies. They are mortal enemies. We think that to be truly creative, we must reject structure, and that imposing discipline will somehow suffocate our artistic or innovative spirit. But this is a profound misunderstanding of how true, impactful creativity actually works. See, imagine a powerful river. Without banks to guide it, the river spreads out, becoming a shallow, stagnant swamp. It has potential energy, but no direction, no force. But when that same river is channeled between strong, defined banks, its energy is concentrated. It becomes a powerful current capable of carving canyons and generating massive amounts of electricity. Your imagination is that water. Discipline is the riverbank. Without discipline, imagination is just daydreaming, all right? It is a flurry of ideas that never materialize into anything tangible. It's the novel that never gets written. It's the business that never gets launched. It's the painting that never leaves the canvases of your mind, or the canvas of your mind. See, unchanneled imagination is fleeting, and it is often unproductive. And this is the mind shift that we need to make. See, we need to understand that discipline is not the enemy of creativity. It is its greatest friend. It is its greatest ally. Discipline provides the necessary structure, the container that allows your imagination to focus, that allows your imagination to deepen and to ultimately produce something of value. It is about recognizing that your creativity becomes sharper under discipline that channels imagination productively. Let us break down why discipline is the secret weapon of highly creative people. The first thought I want you to go with today is discipline creates the space for creativity. Inspiration really strikes when you are overwhelmed, when you are distracted, or constantly reacting to the demands of the day. Discipline allows you to carve out dedicated time and space for creative work. So by eliminating, or let me say this first, by establishing a routine, whether it is writing for an hour every morning, brainstorming for 30 minutes after lunch, or dedicating Sunday afternoons to a passion project like I always do, you signal to your brain that it is time to be creative. You create a sanctuary where imagination can flourish without interruption. And you need to also learn that discipline overcomes the resistance. Every creative endeavor faces resistance. It is the voice that says, oh, this is too hard, or I'm not good enough, or I'll do it tomorrow. This resistance is natural. and it is also the graveyard of unfulfilled potential. Discipline is the tool you use to push through the resistance. It is the commitment to sit down and do the work, even when you don't feel inspired, even when the words are not flowing, even when the ideas seem stale. True professionals don't wait for inspiration. They work with discipline, knowing that inspiration often follows action. And you need to learn that discipline fosters deep focus. Creativity requires deep, sustained focus. It requires the ability to hold complex ideas in your mind, to explore different angles, and to connect seemingly disparate concepts together. See, in our world of constant notifications and endless distractions, deep focus is a rare commodity. Discipline is the practice of turning off the phone, closing the extra browser tabs, and committing your full attention to what you are doing presently. This disciplined focus is what allows your imagination to dive beneath the surface and discover truly innovative solutions. You need to learn also that discipline enables what I call iteration and refinement. The first draft is really the final masterpiece. True creativity involves a process of iteration, of creating, rewriting, refining, reviewing, and improving. This process requires immense discipline. It takes discipline to look critically at your own work, to accept feedback, and to put in the hard effort required to polish a rough idea into a shining gem. See, without discipline, we often settle for good enough instead of pushing for excellence. Discipline builds creative stamina too. See, creativity is not a sprint, it is a marathon. It requires sustained effort over long periods. Discipline builds the mental and emotional stamina that is necessary to endure the inevitable setbacks, the frustrations, the periods of self-doubt that necessarily will accompany any creative journey. It is the grit that keeps you going when the initial excitement fades and the real work begins. So, how do you develop this creative discipline? I think the first thing to do is establish a creative routine. Decide when and where you will do your creative work and stick to it as much as possible. Treat this time as sacred, whether it is 15 minutes a day or several hours a week. Consistency is more important than duration. Train your brain to expect creative work at specific times. Number 2, set clear, achievable goals. Vague goals like I want to write a book or I want to start a business can be overwhelming and lead to procrastination. Break your larger creative ambitions down into small, manageable tasks. All right, write like 500 words today. That's a goal. Or research 3 potential competitors this week. That is another measurable goal. Clear goals like that provide direction, and it gives you a sense of accomplishment, which helps fuel further creativity. Another thing I want you to think about is embrace constraints. Sometimes total freedom can be paralyzing. Constraints can actually spark creativity by forcing you to think differently. Practice the art of starting. See, the hardest part of any creative endeavor is often just to get started. So don't wait for the perfect idea or the perfect mode. Just start. Limit your distractions ruthlessly. When it is time to be creative, eliminate anything that might pull your attention away. Turn off the notifications. Put your phone in another room. Create a physical environment that supports your focus and commit to finishing. This is crucial. It is easy to start different dozen creative projects. It is much harder to finish one. Discipline is the commitment to see a project through to completion and allow for structured rest. All right, just as we discussed in previous episodes, rest is crucial. It's essential for a strong mind. Creative discipline involves the discipline to step away, to recharge, and to let your subconscious mind process ideas. Schedule breaks and honor those breaks. See, I will challenge you today as you go into your day. Look at a creative project or idea that you've been putting off. Apply one element of discipline to it today. Set a timer for 20 minutes. Eliminate distractions and just start. Make this a consistent practice, and you will see that your creativity sharpens and your imagination becomes a powerful force for productive change. Go